All right.
Get it going when you're ready.
Okay. Hey, Dave, how did that game feel to be able to pull it out like that?
Well, that was a huge win. I mean, that was fun. We used a lot of players. Obviously, it was just like I told them after the game. That was one of the ultimate team wins, just because the number of pitchers we used, number of position players. We had guys get hurt. We had a lot of big hits, two out runs, and just a lot of clutch plays. And ended up finishing the game with an infielder playing outfield, and when the ball would find him, and he had to go back and make a catch. And yeah, that was a wild one. Now I've been a part of a lot of ball games, but that was probably a top 10.
Just the way that Vahiva, swung the bat today. I mean, I guess he's been struggling a little bit this week. How happy were you to see that?
Super happy to see it, because if we didn't have him today, obviously you knocked down a bunch of RBI. I think he drove in five with two swings, and just had a great day. And they had to make some decisions over there today to pitch to Vahiva, or I mean, just throughout the day. I mean, they even walked and advanced a runner from first to second on an intentional walk, because they didn't want to pitch to Maxwell because he was swinging it so well this weekend. And it paid off for him. But that last swing was the one that obviously finished it up and gave us a 3-run lead.
Were you surprised at all that Colin pitched the way that he did today? Because I mean, he's been so consistent for you this year.
Yeah, I think he threw first pitch fastball to the lefty, and he left it down the middle end. It's supposed to be away, and he was on go and cheated to the ball a little bit, looking for a fastball, and he got it, hit a homer, and cut into that lead. And also, we had a 2-run lead, and they got a little momentum going. It was just kind of one of those days. It was such back and forth, and it was a dogfight.
Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, coach, I want to ask about Wiggins and specifically that last at bat where he got, I think, all three strikes on the curveball. Just what does that say about a young pitcher that's, willing to go to the curveball in that situation over and over?
Yeah, what it is, it's a slider, and
I'm sorry.
out of his hand, it looks like a fastball. He'll show them fastball in the upper 90s, and then he'll throw that slider. And today, he really commanded the slider well. And a lot of teams didn't know, or they're finding out that he's not a one pitch guy. And he's not just coming at you with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He's coming at you with an upper 80s slider. And, they even took it, and it was in the zone. And there was a couple that were awfully close that weren't called. So uh, hats off to him for doing it, but proud of him for finishing up that game, and you know, just getting us out of here.
And then I guess, oh, I lost my train of thought. But on the play, where both teams challenged, I guess what was your explanation? Did they just say that he, nicked the corner of the bag with possession on the play at second?
Yeah, they challenged that he didn't slide straight into the base, and so they were hoping to be able to get a double play automatically on that. Well, that didn't fly. They said no, so then they called him out. So then we challenged that the shortstop didn't have the ball when he went by the base, and I don't know what angle they looked at. There were two different ones. The one of them showed clearly, at least on the big board, that he wasn't he wasn't on the base. So maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it looked like, looking at the big board. And then they came back and said that he did touch the bag. And these reviews are going on in Birmingham. It's not the umpires here running into a tunnel looking at something.
And then last one for me, did you say anything to Frazier before you sent him out for the ninth and left?
I said a lot to him. I mean, what do you want to know? I said, hey, can you play outfield? And I was kind of kidding with him. Um, just talked about, using a glove he was comfortable with, because he doesn't have an outfielder's glove. So we took his infielder's glove out there. And when a left-handed hitter sliced the ball and the wind's blowing, and he did a little three-step on the way back and got back there and caught it. It was really, it was fun to watch.
I guess, did you think about anyone else at all in that situation?
To what, put in the outfield?
Yeah.
I don't have anybody else. That was it.
Okay.
That was my outfielders are either hurt or had already been taken out of the game.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Matt, back to you.
Okay. I think it may just be me and Daniel. Everybody else is covering the tournament selection show right now. Uh, how you lose the game one, you're down to your last out today. What do you think you learned about your team being able not only to come back from the series, but come back from the situation that you're in this game?
Well, we've been learning it really since the first game of the year that we can come back and we don't feel like we're out of the game. And, even when Souza, struck out with the runner first and second, we felt like that we still had another good hitter coming up in Davlin, and he singled in the tying run. Then obviously there you go, 3-run homer. We got a 3-run lead, but kind of what I've always thought about this team really is that we're talented and that we can swing the bat. And I don't feel like that, most leads that we have a shot at coming back, and felt that way all day today.
What do you think about Will McIntyre and the 3 1/3 he gave you?
I thought Will did a really good job, and I think he got a little bit tired there. And he threw his fastball and located it well. And they know what Will does. They were looking for his cutter a lot, and he fooled them and kept them off balance. And he gave us some innings to settle things down, to get us to like the 5th, 6th inning. And by then we'd grabbed the lead, and then it was going with some youngsters after that for the most part.
And then, just big picture, how do you feel about your offense coming out of this weekend, and how do you feel about your pitching?
Well, I mean, starting with the offense, I feel really good about the offense. Even on Friday's game, we got behind quick and hit a lot of balls hard, and ended up scoring, I think, 6 runs. I mean, and you look at Saturday's game, I thought we hit the ball extremely hard, and then today was no different. We just kept hitting. And as far as the pitching, up until this weekend, we've been getting good starts, and we didn't have good starts. Now, I thought Gackle did a good job recovering yesterday, and then gave us what I call a quality start, especially the way it started. But Friday and Sunday, those starts, they put us in a bind, and we got to get that straightened up.
Okay, thank you.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Okay, see you guys.